levels here.
Do you imagine anyone...
Horace is good. Being a miner is dreary. Being a mining executive is just bleak. I lived a pretty quiet life to start, but the quieter things got, the more noise I made. Got into trouble, did the whole teenage rebellion tour, that sort of thing. Dad used to say I was made reckless by boredom, but I think he deserves some of the credit. I came to do a little good old-fashioned soul searching. You'd think it'd be easy to find, given it's my soul. But nope. Turns out it's a lot harder than it looks. Later.
There's nothing like seeing old soul coming through the big window in the morning.
Never forget, there's nothing humanity can't accomplish through science and working hand in hand with one another. Why, hello there. What can I help you with? Have you come to seek assistance from the House of Enlightenment? We're here to serve the Cydonia community in many ways. While we don't have a belief in a greater power, we have faith in humanity that people will always strive to better the human race. As a community, we come together to help those in need. Food, shelter, basic amenities. We'll provide because that's what people do for one another. We'll always be here if you need something, or just want to meet people. Actually, before you go, would you mind helping me out with something? I was debating with my dear friend Horace and would like an outside opinion. He believes that faith in a higher power is what inspires more people to be good. I say that more people do good without any promise of divine reward or retribution. What do you think? Ah, that's an interesting perspective. Thank you. I guess when you get down to it, as long as people are good to each other, it doesn't matter what drives them to be good. I'll be sure to share that with Horace.
He's beautiful.
Can you believe some people just throw stuff away when it gets old or busted? Hi, welcome to Jane's, Cydonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you. Yep, that's me on the sign, Jane. I operate one of the few independent, non-franchised businesses in Cydonia. I've scrimped and saved for years to build up my little shop. Literally, when I started, it was barely a kiosk, and I was selling loose machine parts, scrap metal, bottled water, whatever I could get my hands on. And my hope one day is to keep expanding to other planets. I've already got a small logistics subsidiary in the works for shipping cargo. Lack of options, I suppose. I was born on Mars. I never knew my mum. She left when I was little. My dad took good care of me, but he died when I was 14, so I had to fend for myself. Those years were the hardest. The shop began as a way to survive, and it's been successful, so I've stayed with it. You have no idea. Every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, something happens to knock me back down. But unless you're some sort of merc, I'm not sure you can help. See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. He was supposed to help run deliveries and bring in all sorts of new goods, but he went missing. I can't find anyone willing to track him down. I'm worried something bad has happened. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's something simple, like he ran out of fuel, It's an older ship and it may have had a minor leak. But I know there's a problem with pirates out there. This was Eric's first real piloting job, and I'm worried they could tell he was easy pickings or something. Could just be my overactive imagination. If all else fails, I'm probably going to, but I'd rather not. That ship? I bought it from a sketchy dealer, because it was all I could afford. Seemed too good to be true. I'm not sure now it was entirely legit. So, you see the problem with contacting SysDev. Really? I mean, thank you. I know it's a lot of trouble, but it'll mean a lot to me. I'll try to compensate you as best I can when you bring back Eric and my ship. It's a cargo runner called the Berry Mule. The last signal I got from him was out near Triton. It's a starting place, at least. And try to bring them both back in one piece. I can't imagine what Eric's going... My stock may be low, but my prices are high. I mean, good. The prices are good. See you around.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in? Visiting Cydonia? It's a good one. No one just visits Cydonia. Nah, you're probably here on business. Am I right? Unless you're visiting friends or family, I guess. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Name's Mitch. I'm just a guy who lives here in the Lux condos. I'm always looking to make new friends. People say I can be a bit much sometimes. I love having people to hang out with and watch movies, talk about books, play games, or whatever. That's great. It can get a little lonely in Cydonia if you don't know anyone. We've all been there. Anyway, I don't want to keep you, but I figured I'd ask. If you happen to know anyone with a ship, I've been looking for some help. You can send my way if they want to make a quick cred. Ooh, yeah. I'm probably not the best person to ask about this. I mostly stay inside. Watch movies, read books, and hang out with my friends. But there's a couple of bars around here. One's for the mine workers and one for everyone. Some people like hiking around Mars. It's a cool planet for that, I hear. People just kind of make their own fun here. New Atlantis, this ain't. What's that supposed to mean? But just because I look like I couldn't bench press a stick of raw spaghetti, I don't fit in here? Nah, just kidding. I got some issues that prevent me from working, and modern medicine could only help so much. I was offered an experimental treatment, and unfortunately, instead of getting cool superpowers, I got more medical conditions. But it's okay. They offered me this condo and set me up with enough money to get by without working. I live pretty well, all things considered. I try not to let it get me down. Right now, I'm just focused on living the best life possible. I may have been dealt a shit hand of cards, but I decided to say, screw that! I'm gonna play however I want instead. Though some things would be easier if I wasn't bound to my home. Well, I don't have the kind of money to pick up and leave. And otherwise, I kind of like it in Cydonia. My friends live here. Yeah, I get some credits every month, but I'm no millionaire. Besides, I share my money. I blow it all on games, movies, comics, books, and other stuff for me and my friends. I feel like it's better to spend it now. Create good memories for us. Bored? Are you kidding me? I got more entertainment at my fingertips than I'll ever finish. Even if it takes forever to get to Cydonia. I don't think I'll ever be bored. And I'm certainly not gonna waste my life working if I don't have to. Yeah, thanks. You too. Nice to have visitors. Have you seen the new Norvici movie? I mean, I didn't like it as much as his last film, but it was all right. Oh, you do? That's great. Well, if it's not too much of an inconvenience, maybe I can entice you to do a favor for me, please? I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, extra for your trouble. They're these old science fiction fantasy books about space and good versus evil and a mysterious magical relic called the Dragon Star. And there's this team of heroes who fight space wizards, and dragons, demons, and whoever else seeks to take over the galaxy using the Dragon Star. You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Well, like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
All those sad people out there. Wish I could help them, but if only someone could help me. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad said not to talk to me, but I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored. Not sure exactly what you mean by that, but trust me, I've thought about this lots, and it should be okay. Besides, now we're already talking, and it's too late not to. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside, and I'd die. But maybe it would be nice to live on another planet someday. I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis. Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend. But he's also one of my only friends. There aren't many kids on Mars, 'cause my mom says that this is really only a place where people come to work hard jobs for a little while. But I wish there were more kids, 'cause it gets boring, like when Taye is busy and my mom and dad are off working. I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me? My mom says it does. She says her work friends like my drawings because they make them smile. She says it's because there aren't many kids here, and lots of people miss having kids around. Or it reminds them of their families. Yeah, they've let me do it before. But they're working, so they can't help me do it, and they don't let me leave the condos without them. They say it's for my safety, but my friend Taye's mom sometimes lets him go out without her. I don't know. It's Space Frog from outer space, and he's a little frog character that I made up. I've never seen a real frog before, but I've seen pictures. Anyway, he lives in space and goes around to different planets helping people who are sad or need help. He's great. You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity. Whether you need single, double, or family occupancy. Lux has you covered. Inquire today.
Used to think I was Vanguard material, until I discovered the space travel.
United Colonies asks much of its workers, but apparently offers
I gotta look. I'm gonna work in the mines, like my dad did, so I can save up and buy my mom a house somewhere nice. Hey, who are you? Nice to meet you. I hope you like it more than I do here. I'm Taye. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about lots of different things right now. I don't really know what to say. Nah, there's no school in Cydonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed together, there's no room for it. But also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but it'd be cooler if I got to hang out with more kids my age. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Having a real school would be nice. Yeah, I'm just worried about my mom. She gets sad all the time, and I just want to help her. She's been that way since my dad died. Only, she doesn't like me talking about it to other people, so I probably shouldn't. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? She says she doesn't get to talk to too many other adults much. Maybe talking to her'd help. I don't know. It's worth a shot, though. Right? I don't know. I guess we just make up some games? Usually I just hang out and talk with Renee, since she's close to how old I am. Sometimes we go to the community center, and they have stuff to do there. Like crafts, movies, music, and other activities. But, except not when the adults are having a meeting. Renee calls them sad meetings because everyone seems so sad in them. I asked my mom what they were, but she says it was something to do with drinking. And like, I've never gotten sad after drinking water, so I don't know what's going on.
Caution.
See you around.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't tell me my son Taye invited another stranger to come talk to me again, did he? That boy means well, but he's gonna drive me crazy someday. No, it's okay. I don't leave the condo much. It's nice to have another adult to speak with. My son means well, and I know he's just trying to look out for me. My husband, his father, isn't with us anymore. It's been hard ever since. He is. I'm doing my best. Thanks for stopping by to chat.
have my attention.
It is now safe to resume.
Don't. That boy means well. No, it's okay. I don't leave the condo much. My son means well, and I know he's just trying to look out for me. My husband, his father, isn't with us anymore. It's been hard ever since. Keith died in a mining accident a few years ago. It wrecked me. Here I was, stuck on Mars, suddenly alone with a young child. I still haven't really recovered from that. I don't really know what to do. Taye is good. He obviously misses his daddy, and he's bright enough to understand the situation we're in. He keeps talking about how he wants to get a job and help move me out of here. He's a good boy. I don't know what I'd do without him. I just hope he doesn't have to get a job in the mines. I couldn't stand the thought of losing 2 of my guys to that life. When Keith died, Deimos settled with us. Per the settlement, they agreed to buy this condo and allow us to live here rent-free until Taye turns 18. Finding work that I can do as a single mother here on Cydonia has been almost impossible. What little money we do get from the settlement every month goes directly towards what we need to live. To be fair, Deimos provides us with a sustainable lifestyle. They take care of health expenses, food, and more. But it's not enough to pick up and move. Now? Nothing. I haven't worked in almost 10 years, not since we moved here for Keith's job. I had originally been offered a job here at the local Galblank branch as its manager. But not a week before I was due to start, they announced that the Cydonia branch was to be fully automated instead. It was never meant to be permanent anyway, but then when Keith died, I needed to take care of Taye full-time. Not many jobs here for a single mom. Oh my. Are you sure? That's... My gosh, it's so generous. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to put it away into savings for Taye. Maybe we can afford a better education for him, or get off this planet someday. Then he won't have to work in the mines like his daddy. Thank you so much. If I can ever find a way to repay you, I will.
That is exceedingly kind of you.
You're truly lucky to have a friend who shows such generosity to a total stranger. I'll never forget this.
MAST would like to join Cydonia in celebrating over 275 years of living on Mars. The United Colonies are proud to support the citizens of Cydonia.
Careful near the railings on the...
Very practical to seal this off.
Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Yo! This dude came in once trying to sell this whack-looking fish or something. It was still alive. He had it in this big plastic bag full of water and everything. Good size, too. I was trying to tell him I didn't know if we took in things like that, but then my boss came over and told me we absolutely did. And I had to process the sale and store the thing. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. Even weirder, someone came in and bought it like right away. The hell's that about, right? Man, sorry, I can't really say that. Really, they told me not to say anything like that because rumors, you know? All I know is that we're running a business here, and I was told to take in all trades and sell whatever we've got. And listen, I'm not gonna worry about anything other than that. Cool, that's what we do here. Yo, stay good out there.
A reminder that particle detonation
Red,
can occur
orange,
beyond the city limits between the hours of 0600 and 1800 local time.
Am I glad I got this job instead of...
Hello, traveler. Will you join me for a while? You strike me as someone with an interesting story. Call it scholar's intuition. Meeting a kindly stranger is always a blessing. What brings you to Cydonia? Sightseeing on Mars. My intuition about you must have been correct. Most stop in Cydonia for the strong drinks at the Broken Spear. You must be more interesting than most people. It's going to be a philosophical text about my theories on the intersection between science and the divine. I've been studying that relationship for years, and I want to preserve my findings for future scholars. I understand. Thank you for indulging me. I hope the Starfield treats you kindly.
Hello.
Hey there. Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long? Between you and me, I'm pretty tuckered. When that stack of papers was smaller, I might have used it as a pillow. Whew. Was I asleep? Oh, you've probably been standing there for a while. Oh, good. I thought maybe I'd fallen asleep. But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Bill, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
List. Is this something of importance?
You know, silly. List. The League of Independent Settlers? Do I detect a glint of recognition in your eyes? I think so. How can I help make today your very best day? Why, we help people. We get folks set up and able to start new lives in new places, free of governmental interference. We survey the stars, find suitable places matching people's needs, and get folks started with the essentials. I don't suppose you have a ship? Interested in earning some easy credits? That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy.
Out of the question, I do not do paperwork.
Unfortunately, this paperwork is my responsibility only. As much as I'd appreciate help, I wouldn't make you do any. Oh, that's just a few applications worth. That's what the human touch looks like. No impersonal computer surveys or security breaches to compromise your private information. Just me and some good old-fashioned ink and paper. Every applicant gets a battery of in-person interviews and has every step of their application completed and carefully reviewed to ensure their particular requirements for the ideal location are understood and met to perfection. Try getting that from the UC or Freestar resettlement programs. Used to have an office on Aquila, but, you know, budget cuts. But it turned out for the best. Now they send me all over settled space where I can interface directly with the people. I'm a people person, as you can probably already tell. Fantastic! That's exactly the can-do, helpful attitude that List looks for in all its employees and contractors. We're looking for folks with ships and or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications? Oh yes, I can tell. Speaking with you has been an absolute thrill. I was charmed the moment you opened your mouth. That sounded creepy. Oh, but regarding lists, most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, the oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them? I am glad you asked. List provides members with a few tangible benefits and a few intangible ones. First off, we locate an ideal location matching the needs and desires of our members. After that, we provide transportation, as well as a starter set including basic hab modules, extractors, and seeds for farming, etc. Everything needed to get off to a good start. Then we set up a small encrypted satellite to aid communication between distant neighbors, and the rare list ship that swings by the sector to offer aid and trade supplies if desired. But, more importantly, List provides its members the satisfaction of living on their own and on their own terms, independent and free from harassment and governmental interference. Excellent! Thank you for any assistance you can lend us. Whoops! Nearly forgot. Take this.
Sanctum Universum, House of Enlightenment. I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never met in person, but she's still one of my best friends. Not to get all sappy, but I lost a son in the war. It's been 20 years, but it still makes my brain a bit swirly thinking about it. Just never got to say goodbye, you know? That bugs me. So I come here to try and get peace. Joy and Horus? I think they get along well enough. Sure, they argue, but that's a good thing. Disagreement's healthy. What good are your beliefs if you never have to defend them? See ya.
Go to Mars, they said. The pay is great, they said.
Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Ah! Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Ah, well, say no more then. Trevor's good guy. And I know he's been worried about some stuff lately, so it's good someone's able to help. Anyway, I'm Laylah. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. Yeah, Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him, but when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say. This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Cydonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Cydonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up. Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough. What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here. Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium. You seem pretty confident. Who knows, maybe you really will be the first. You'd certainly make history around here if you find it and live to tell. I'll share the coordinates of the cave with you. Remember to be wary out there, and best of luck. Leaving already.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear. All outside surface activities.
I just know people are going to love those new drawings of Space Frog. Hi, thanks for doing that for me. I wish I could do it myself, but having a friendly adult help me is almost as good. I know, right? Last time I did this, lots of people came over to tell me how much they loved it. I only hope these drawings stay up longer this time. Anyways, it's not much, but I got a little something for you as a thank you.
The Office of Governor First would like to remind all Cydonia citizens. Sidonian fleet.
Say I'm a fan of excitement. Mars is ripe with resources, which means there's always going to be plenty of rock.
Do I know you? What about it? Sounds like a scam to me. Trust you? I don't know you. And you're not here to help me. You're here to sell something to me. Maybe I've been too proud. I probably do need a hand with some things. Nobody is on anyone's side. We're all basically doing this on our own. Try someone else. Lead with that next time. Thanks for the beer money. Enjoy your commission.
Let me know if you need something.
Every time I see those drawings,
Careful down near the mines and enter any active site near.
Perhaps not the sort of place on which one would settle down. skill with logs is admirable.
Terminal on the catwalk. Worth investigating, if heights do not bother you.
Where did you learn to do that? I imagine it was not part of your training as a miner.
I will not tolerate the theft of any nearby objects.
Another victory! Well earned.
Experience, laboratories like this rarely produce anything benign. Is there some compulsion that leads you to do this? Childhood trauma? It is okay to let things go. we should not skip an opportunity to line our pockets. Well, either we press on or we turn back. Your call.
Hello. I keep whatever you give me, yes? That is the deal? So, yes. Goodbye. What is it? If there's anything you need, I am happy to share. That is all? Very well. can take a few things, I will. Right. No more signs of trouble. Yes? I am happy to help shoulder the load. Back to it then.
Always nice to kick back at the Broken Spear after a long day.
"20 years ago, I moved to Cydonia unaware. Never thought I'd stay so long.
I believe.
They told me this job would be tough. I don't see what the big deal is.
Oh, I'm beat. But that's what happens when you work harder than anyone else. What? Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the heart of Mars? It's supposed to be a harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist. Yet, here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You showed me up on this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training. Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. They stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmon. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmon. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first. Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that. I do, and it's gonna stay that way, since I don't have any reason to trust you yet. Adios.
This is only my first contract, but I've already hauled more ore than any of the old-timers could ever produce. That's why they're jealous of me. What? Standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Way better than my last job at Chunks, though. My story? My story's that I don't like people asking what my story is. I'm just messing! But really, I don't want to talk about myself. What, am I too much for you?
Hey there, you a new hire? I thought all our positions were full. Oh yeah? You know, I heard him talking about trying to get someone to help us out with our equipment situation. That must be it. Well, I hope it works out, because my cutter keeps breaking down on me, and that shit's getting real old. Anyway, I'm Undressed. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with? About 15 years now. It's good work. Good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well, and I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm doing this for a very good reason. And my wife, she gets it too. Still, that doesn't make it any easier. No matter what, it's a tough decision. See ya.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier job.
There's something very satisfying about blasting about pieces of Mars. Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor. I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous. That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right, or else terrible things can happen. About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is. Not as much as there used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just use regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh? Sure is. Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements. Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow. Got somewhere else to be. I get it.
Sorry, I don't really have much to say.
People always ask me what I think about mining. It rocks.